good morning.
Good morning. Can I have 5 of the Nyonya Chang?
Are these dumplings for the Dragon Boat Festival?
Yes, they are.
Okay.
And my mom used to make our own. Nowadays, we actually buy
Okay. So how many Nyonya Changs would your mother do actually?
200.
200 pieces of dumplings every year.
Every year.
So it sounds like your mom's Nyonya Chang was like the highlight of your Dragon Boat Festival celebrations. So why does your mom not make any more Nyonya dumplings?
Because she has dementia. She was diagnosed 15 years ago. So
Okay.
now she can't remember the recipes.
I see. And no one else in the family can remember how to make it?
No. Nowadays, the whole family getting together because it helped my mom to remember all the people in my family. You know, and that's important to her. We buy the Nyonya Chang from outside, but the taste is different. So if you can help me to recreate the Nyonya Chang, it will be fantastic. Because then we will be able to recreate all that memories.
Yes, I'll be so happy too actually. 14块5, thank you so much. Okay, yeah, we got it. Okay, let's go. Okay, we're here. We're going to try Nyonya Chang, Hokkien Chang. And then hopefully you can tell me the differences.
Okay.
As I found out, Belinda's mother is half Peranakan, half Hokkien. That might have some influence on the dumplings that she makes. Only one way to find out.
I've got all the different types of changs for you.
Wow.
We're going to cut the Nyonya Chang. Let's have a look on the
Okay.
inside. So being a Peranakan, I grew up eating this Nyonya Chang. Yeah, there are two main characteristics, which is coriander seeds, which gives it that savouriness, the sweetness from the candied winter melon. So did your mother also do it the same way?
Yes, she did.
Let's give this a try to see if it tastes the same as your mom. If not, then just let me know what the differences are.
My mom's bacang has a stronger coriander taste and there's a balance of sweetness and savouriness. My mother used to ask me to help out. She used to tell me to cut the winter melon and the pork the same size.
I see. So for my family, we're not so particular about the size of the meat or the size of the winter melon, right? Yeah, but for Nyonya Chang, normally they use like a lot of lean meat to make it. And some families differ lah. They may use like a little bit of pork belly.
My mom's meat has fat.
Okay, let's have a look at the Hokkien Chang. So here you have pork belly. Was this roughly the same size as your mother's?
It's a lot smaller than this. When you cut through, the meat overflows.
Is there anything else that's in your mother's Nyonya Chang?
My mother put salted egg yolks inside her Nyonya Chang.
That's not a normal thing.
Yes.
Yeah, Nyonya Chang doesn't have salted egg yolk. Okay. Is it like this one? Let me just cut open the premium Hokkien Chang. Let's take a look at this one.
Yes, it is.
There, we found it. Why would there be salted egg in your mom's Nyonya Chang?
My grandfather and my dad love salted egg yolks with porridge, and I think that's the reason why.
Would you mind if I spoke with your mother about her recipe?
Well, I don't know how much you'll remember.
Okay. Is there any methods that you use to try to jog your mother's memory?
I used to have these cookbooks, the Peranakan cookbooks.
Okay.
And I used to bring them out, and I'll ask her about all the ingredients for a certain dish that I want to try out. Then she'll tell me whether the ingredients are right or wrong, and how much you can put and how much I should put. That's how I actually got a few of the recipes out from her
Like early on in her diagnosis or much later on?
early on.
But you didn't manage to get the Nyonya Chang recipe.
In my cookbook, they don't have this bacang
Okay,
recipe.
okay. How much has your mom's memory deteriorated?
A lot, actually.
Okay.
Okay, so now she's in the mild to moderate stage, so she can't remember a lot of things.
Okay. But I think it's still worth it to give it a shot.
I think so too.
Belinda told me that she's tried using cookbooks to jog her mum's memory. Well, I've done some research and turns out that visual cues like photos can actually help dementia patients recall their past experiences. So here's my plan. I'm going to show Belinda's mother some photos of ingredients which she might have used in her Nyonya Chang. Let's see if anything sparks a memory.
Hi, Belinda. Hello. Hello. Hi, Auntie Kat. How are you? How are you?
Eat and
Auntie Kat?
sleep.
Eat and sleep, ah? How old are you, Auntie Kat?
I'm born in 1932.
Wow, you're testing my mathematics. Wow. 1932. 93 years old. Wow. But she's still very active, very
yes.
energetic.
Yes. Would you like to dance?
Like to dance?
After you can ask John to dance with you.
Potino.
Auntie Kat, so we are here today because I want to find out how you make your Nonya Zhang.
Nonya people, once you are over 15, you must learn how to
How old were you when you got married?
22 years old.
How did you meet your husband?
Matchmake. Olden days, the girl cannot go out herself. My mother-in-law there, when she cook, I have to go and stand at the side and then you see what they put.
Did she pass down all her
Nonya
recipes?
people.
Most of it.
So did your grandma pass down the recipes to all her children or only just
No,
her?
only to my mom. Because my mom was the one
She
who was
loved
in the
you so
kitchen.
much.
Was in the kitchen with her most of the time.
I see. Did your grandmother also teach her how to make her version of this Nonya Zhang?
Nonya Zhang. Yes.
Yes.
This salted egg, was it also your mother-in-law's idea?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is your grandmother very creative in the kitchen?
Yes, she was. And she hates wasting food. So every time we make Nonya Zhang, she would make the filling and she would usually make a lot.
Yeah.
So after we make Nonya Zhang, she didn't want to waste the filling.
Yeah.
And she made this dish. My family calls it kueh keledek, which is actually a sweet potato ball.
Yes.
She puts the bajang filling inside.
Oh, wow, that sounds delicious.
Yeah, because we liked it so much.
Yeah.
She used to make it quite often.
I see. So, Auntie Kat, now I'm going to try to find out how you make your bacang. I'm going to show you the photographs. Then you tell me if your Nonya Zhang have or don't have, or you cannot remember. The first one, salt.
Yeah.
Okay. White pepper.
Yeah.
How about this one? San chang ba.
Sanchang
Yeah. So, how do you actually prepare the pork belly? Boil
Boil
it.
the water first, then you soft.
Then before you cut, right? Do you fry it?
Yeah, fry.
Ginger,
No need to put so much.
shallot. Don't
Yeah.
have. Fried winter melon strip.
Have.
Peanuts.
No.
Chinese rice wine, nutmeg, some
The
5
beer.
spice powder,
Have.
garlic,
About 5.
mushroom. Do you remember about whether you actually grinded the coriander seeds in the batu lesong?
You pump them nice to eat. Because the taste is out.
Do you make it hot first before you grind it?
Have to heat up your pan.
Okay. That's a very traditional way of doing it. Batu lesong. Finally, we have the bamboo leaves.
No.
You don't use this? Then what do you use?
Pandan leaf.
But pandan leaf is so small.
No, it's so long.
It's big enough to wrap the Nonya Zhang. Where do you all
Okay.
get it from?
There was a lady who came to our house to help with the laundry, and she would bring all the pandan leaves from the kampung.
So how wide is your pandan leaf?
It's about 3 inches.
That's a huge pandan leaf. I'm going to have a hard time, but I'm going to try my best to find. Thank you so much, Auntie Kat.
Okay.
Thank you. I'm not really sure if what Auntie Kat remembers is 100%, but I'm going to trust her and give it a go. You know, as a Peranakan myself, I've always made Nonya Zhang with bamboo leaves. So it's really a first time that I'm going to use these white pandan leaves. And I don't even know where to find them from. You 没有那种宽的啊？
宽的是要定的。
有没有卖pandan丹叶啊？安迪，这个多少钱呢？5毛，OK。I've been searching for pandan leaves wide enough to wrap Nonya Zhang. And as expected, I couldn't find any pandan leaves much wider than these. And I need something about this wide to be able to wrap Nonya Zhang properly. Well, I've done some digging online and I've stumbled upon a stall that seems to be using pandan leaves to wrap their Nonya Zhang. I'm going to get some help from them. Hey, hi Yu Jie.
Hi, Jonathan.
I need your help. Ah, yes, this is the one. So I've been looking for these leaves everywhere and I just can't find them at all. Is it a traditional way of making Nonya Zhang with pandan leaf like this?
Yes, that's right. Since day one, we've been using pandan leaves all the way. Because when it's cooked together with the rice dumplings, the pandan fragrance gets infused together into the rice dumpling.
Ah, I also see that he's actually putting the bamboo leaves inside and then covering it with the pandan leaves. Why is that?
Okay, firstly, it acts as an additional layer to keep the rice and the ingredients inside the rice dumpling to prevent them from falling out. And secondly, because it has a smoother surface, the glutinous rice will stick a bit too well to the pandan leaf. So when you
see.
unwrap it, the whole pyramidal shape gets fall apart.
So that's why the bamboo leaf is on the inside.
Because it's more slippery.
Okay, and where do you actually source your pandan leaves from? Because I went to so many markets and I couldn't find it at all.
Most of our pandan leaves are imported from Malaysia.
I see. But these leaves are super huge. Like, how big is the plant?
The pandan plant itself can be as tall as we are.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, the leaves are cut into 3 sections, the head, middle and the tail. And we use all 3 sections to wrap our rice dumplings.
And what's the difference between the 3 parts of the leaf? So this is the head, then this is the bottom, and then this is the middle part.
For the top and the middle section, we can use them to wrap the rice dumplings immediately, like he's doing now. For the bottom part, it is the hardest part of the leaves, so we have to pre-boil it
okay.
so that it will be softer and more manageable for the wrapping.
I see. Can I take some leaves from you?
Yeah, sure, of course.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Alright, I'm gonna go make some
Okay.
Nyonya Zhang. Alright, I finally got the leaves. The width of the leaf actually determines how big the Nyonya Zhang will be. But these leaves look a little bit narrow, so my zangs might be a little small. But let's see what I can do. So this is the first attempt making Nyonya Zhang using Belinda's family's recipe. I'm feeling pretty good about it, and I hope that it will be as close as possible to what Belinda expects. Hello, Belinda. How are you? Thank you so much for coming by.
So
My
cute.
first attempt at your family's Nyonya Zhang recipe.
So cute.
Yes, that's
So
right.
small.
So it's wrapped in that pandan leaf, you can see.
Yes,
Yeah.
the smell
Yeah.
is there.
Okay.
Oh, there's a
There
egg
you
yolk
go.
inside.
Yes, that's right. So please tell me what you think.
Both the meat and the winter melon are cut at appropriate size.
Okay.
Not enough coriander though.
So the coriander should be stronger?
Stronger. The filling is good, but the rice,
Oh, okay.
you know, there's not enough umami inside. It's not savory enough. More
Savory. No, normally Nyonya Zhang, actually the rice is, from what I've eaten, is normally quite plain, very lightly salted.
No, this one has to be a little bit more.
So it's flavorful enough just
Just
to eat
eat
it
it
even
by
without the
itself,
meat.
yes.
Wow, okay, that's something that's very uncommon, I think. Yeah, and I think maybe only unique to your family. How would she make the rice salty? Okay, I have to give it some thought. So I don't recall my family actually adding anything special into our glutinous rice. I really have no idea what Belinda's mom actually adds to hers. So I think I need some help from Edmund. He has the oldest stall specializing in Nyonya Zhang in Singapore. Maybe he can give us some clues. Edmund! Wow, I need your help.
Yes,
I need
yes,
your
yes,
help.
yes.
You know, I'm recreating a recipe for a lady called Belinda. You know, her family's Nyonya Zhang recipe.
Okay.
You know, I failed my first attempt. But she said there's something different about the rice. Maybe you could give me some clues?
Sure. This way, please. Back in those days, you know how Nyonya Changs are being wrapped, right? They use only the pandan leaf. My grandma would just use the pandan leaves as well. And what she would have told us was,
Okay.
okay, fold already. If you put glutinous rice in here,
Yeah.
and as much as you want to fold,
Yeah.
there will always be holes and it will crack.
Yeah, because it's not as even as the bamboo leaf.
Exactly. So what we will then have to do is to
Okay.
steam the rice first.
Okay, you pass steam the rice and you put it into the pandan leaf.
That's right.
So that prevents it from falling out.
Exactly.
So I actually boil the leaf to make it more pliable.
When you boil the leaves, portion of the essence of the pandan itself will be extracted out into the
I
water.
see. But Belinda said the rice was like savory. I really have no idea because my family doesn't add anything to the rice also. Do you have any idea what it could be?
Typically, Nyonya rice dumplings are wrapped with pure glutinous rice without any mixture to them. But Hokkien rice dumplings, after soaking the rice, we would mix it with the dark soy sauce, and then we use it to wrap lah.
Yeah, but Belinda said that her rice was still white. It wasn't like dark soy sauce. It wasn't brown colored or anything.
Right.
Yeah.
If it's savory, it could be maybe perhaps some kind of a broth, you know,
Broth.
that has been cooked for a period of time.
Okay. The steaming of the rice before putting it into the pandan leaf is a huge clue.
Dude,
Okay,
yeah,
thank
yeah.
you so much. Thank
Most
you.
welcome.
Appreciate it. I learned from Edmund that the rice needs to be pre-steamed or pre-boiled first. And he kind of guessed that, you know, we could use a broth to boil the rice to kind of get the umaminess. And I know that Belinda's grandmother is super creative with leftovers. You know, she doesn't want to waste anything in her kitchen. So that sparked an idea. Because I have to boil the pork in order to cut it. So this pork broth, you know, can be used to boil the rice instead of throwing it away. I'm gonna give it a try. Belinda's mom boils the pork before she cuts, so I'm going to do the same. And then I'm going to use the broth to boil the rice later. So Belinda's mother is extremely particular about the size of the candied winter melon and the pork. They have to be cut to the exact same size. This is the broth that I got from boiling the pork earlier. And because Belinda said that the rice is quite salty, I'm going to add more salt to flavour the rice. These are the ingredients that Auntie Kat used when she made her Nyonya Chang filling. We usually stir fry them together. Belinda said that there should be more coriander seed flavour, so I'm adding more this time. Most importantly, I have to put in the salted egg yolk because that is signature of Belinda's family's Nyonya Chang recipe. So as you can see, I'm not really good at wrapping this. Maybe Auntie Kat can give me a hand.
Hi, John.
Hi Belinda.
This is my sister Barbara.
Hello, hi.
Okay, let's get started.
Okay, we're going to show John how to pao bacang, okay? When mom makes it, sometimes she makes like 10 kilos. So
10 kilos of glutinous rice. That's a lot.
because when mom makes, she makes it for everybody, and then she even make the halal version, halal chicken, because we used to have Muslim friends.
I see.
After we finished making all the bacang, we will then deliver it to all the friends and families. Yeah. So now she's going to put the inti. She's taken the rice.
Wow, Auntie Kat, you're still very skillful at putting all the meat in, huh? And you managed to form it very well as well.
Did she?
Yeah. And
You
then-
cannot tie a dead knot.
Cannot tie a dead knot, ah?
Yeah.
Oops, most of mine are dead knots.
No, she would scold if it
Oh,
died.
no, really?
She used to scold me when I tied dead knots.
Okay, okay.
Meet John. This
Hi.
is my sister Gloria.
Hi, Gloria. Hi,
She's
nice to
our
meet you. Hi,
art
hi,
teacher.
hi, hi. Nice to
And
meet
this
you.
is my brother,
Okay.
Harold.
Hi, Harold. Nice to meet you. Hi. Thanks for coming.
Wow.
Thank you. Cross fingers, everything will be okay.
Oh, nice. Mama, it looks like yours. It smells like it. Smell?
Does it smell like yours? No.
What is missing?
My knives.
Let me help you, Auntie Kat.
This is like this.
Does she?
Good.
The balance of between the saltiness and the sweet is still a little bit off,
Okay,
but it's quite close.
okay.
So you ask me,
Yeah.
point of 10,
Yeah.
8 isn't.
Wow, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Honestly, as a Peranakan, and I've eaten a lot of Nyonya Changs in my time, I've never tasted anything like it. So trying to guess your level of saltiness against the level of the sweetness, you know, it's quite difficult. But I'm so glad that we came quite close.
Quite close, yeah.
So, Auntie Kat, how about you? How close is it to your Nyonya Chang?
Upon 10.
Upon 10.
Point 10.
Okay, I'll take hers. Okay, I'll take her word for it. I'll take her word for it. Give me a vibe. So you haven't tried this Chang for so long. So now that you have got a taste of it, how does that make you feel?
Emotional, actually.
Okay. Yeah, tell me more.
Yeah, I guess it's memory. It's things like that, the togetherness. Sorry.
No, it's okay, it's okay.
It reminds me of when we were younger, we all come down, and then Mom would say, "Okay, I'm going to make batzang." It brings back our childhood. It brings back for me our childhood.
Yeah, that was beautiful. Those
Takes you back
memories
to the
are-
childhood
yes,
times.
yes.
And then now she's been diagnosed with dementia, right? And she stopped cooking, right? How does that make you feel?
It makes me feel very sad. I miss her food. Like one is ikan pari, the stingray, and hers is so different from outside.
She'll customize it to our taste.
That your mother, I think if she didn't have dementia, she would still be cooking for you.
Oh yes,
no doubt
definitely.
Till
about
today.
But if you ask her why she stopped cooking, she'll tell you it's not because she lost her skills, just that she's afraid that she'll forget that she put in this and she put in that and everything.
At home, I'm a good cook.
You are the cook.
To me, I think her dementia, I'll say it's a big hit to me. It forces me to recognize that my parents' era is coming to an end. It literally tells me that I will not be able to enjoy her original cooking. Joan, you represent hope, at least to me. That I get to taste the original again.
Thank you. And that's the reason why we do this. Because, great cooks like Auntie Kat need to be celebrated. So I want to give you guys the full experience of this recreated family memory, alright? So I have a surprise for you guys. And there you go!
Whoa.
Look at that, yes.
Yum.
So kuih keledek,
Yes.
done your style with the nonya filling inside.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
and I hope you guys enjoy this. So this was
Yeah.
exactly how when you were making this nonya kuih with Auntie Kat, right? Auntie Kat will make this for you in the
And
tea
my
time.
grandma.
Yes.
My
Is it?
grandma.
And your grandma. Auntie Kat, do you remember this kuih?
Kuih keledek.
Is it the correct way that you used to make it?
Thank you so much.
Thank you for recreating our
Yes,
parents,
yes.
our grandma and my mom's recipes.
Yes.
It's my pleasure.
Wow.
Absolute
We
pleasure.
really appreciate you bringing back our memories.
How is it, Auntie Kat? So I've created a recipe book for you for the Nonya dumpling by Catherine Lim.
Wow. Thank you. My mom's name.
I printed out the recipe for Belinda, and if by any chance she wants to recreate the Nonya Tang, she can use this as a reference to continue the legacy of her family.